Another for many people, very trivial difference. And this is it. These are the 3 studies. But look here, 2 studies, the patients were brought to the cath lab. And the insection study, the patients were brought to the emergency department. And this is something that I wanted to highlight all the time I had to give this presentation. It makes a big difference. The patient should be brought to the cath lab. That is the right place, the right spot where cardiac arrest patients should be brought for ECPR. And another thing is that if you look at our study, the patient in the ECPR group who did not receive ECPR were 26%. So again, the famous intention to treat analysis certainly is polluting the final data. So, is that a problem? Sorry? Studies. But we made a sort of summary, give you an idea that we tried to highlight and underline the pros and the cons, but you could see at the end some are really self-explanatory, some very obvious, and something not that obvious, but particularly from the Jan Belolovic's group about the importance of initial rhythm. And you can see here from the data of the ELSO about the initial rhythm at the cardiac arrest. You can see ventricular fibrillation, and you can clearly understand and appreciate how important is the type of rhythm you have in this patient. In this case, you have ventricular fibrillation, and you can see rhythm and cannulation regarding the presence of asystole or PAH or pulseless activity or ventricular fibrillation. And again, this is ventricular fibrillation or cannulation. Asystole is certainly the worst scenario for ECPR patient. And then we have some additional investigation regarding disparity in gender ECPR, you can see clearly here. And they look carefully at the differences, and they found that in this situation you can clearly recognize in this case and in this case that males patients receive much higher rate of ECPR in case of out-of-hospital cardiac arrest. And indeed, the conclusion of the author was that even with the equipoise of the treatment, the male patients were more supposed to receive, more likely to receive ECPR. And even across all the subgroups, this disparity was maintained. So that is something at least to reflect upon. No clear effect or benefit of hypothermia in ECPR, maybe the reduction in the NFL levels showed a protective effect somehow, but to be investigated more and more. And also here for in-hospital cardiac arrest, this was another study from the Yiannopoulos group, the patient distribution in their experience, and you can see again that the situation was not so bad for patients treated even above 60 minutes or with CPR. I think that's another thing is, as I said, the
very crucial. This is the place I work. What I'm going to talk about is tropical disease. The problems, what are the indications, what are the evidences, the difficulties, our experience and summary. This is something very close to my heart because this is the one which has motivated me to go for an ECMO. Okay, in 2005 we had a flood in Mumbai, and there are a lot of patients with leptospirosis, a severe pulmonary hemorrhage, and then unfortunately we could not survive much of the patient, and that motivated me to go for an ECMO. So in tropical diseases or tropical infections, the indications for an ECMO remains ARDS, the myocarditis, the septic shock, and the poisoning. Out of which the ARDS and myocarditis is definitely much better survival as compared to a vasodilator shock, and definitely poisoning, specific poisoning like scorpion bite, snake bite, and phosphate also has good survival rate. If you see the incidence of tropical infections is quite high, and it almost amount to 20% of the whole ICU admissions in the Asia, South America, Africa, and India. And in almost around 21% mortality is associated with. The most common is dengue, scurf fever, scurf typhus, encephalitis, and malaria are the most common. The patient with a high SOFA score and who needs invasive ventilation with suffering with a tropical illness, they have got unfavorable outcome. And these patients are, most of them are young patients, they are salvageable and they don't have much of premorbidity. And usually the ECMO run is short and that's also. We have present 2025 with a 54.4% survival and almost 82% of the patients was less than the age of 50 years. Obviously, the outcome was much better with a patient with a leptospirosis, that was almost 71% survival, followed by malaria and followed by dengue, while the viral hemorrhagic fever has not a good outcome. The commonest indications for
We start this blessed morning with a prayer to the goddess of knowledge, Saraswati, by Dr. Jayanti Kishore, pediatric intensivist, Hyderabad. I request all of you to stand and be a part of this prayer.
Shri Saraswati Namostute Paradevate Amba Shri Saraswati Namostute Paradevate Shri Pati Gauri Nute Vidiyuvate Shri Saraswati Namostute Shri Pati Gauri Pati Guru Guhabute Vasanatraya Vivarjita Vasanate Vasanatraya Vivarjita Varamuni Bhavita Mute Vasavadya Kila Yutamukhamburuge Adbhuta Charanamburuge Samsara Vityakrite Sakala Samhakrite Samharatyakrite Darahasa Yutamukhamburuge Adbhuta Charanamburuge Samsara Vityakrite Sakala Mantrakshara Gruhe Shri Saraswati Namostute Paradevate Shri Pati Gauri Pati Guru Guha Vinute Vidiyuvate Shri Saraswati Namostute.
Peter Reichers, Executive Director Elso. Dr. Huda Al-Fautri, President Swaac Elso. Dr. Dipanchan, President ECMO Society of India. Dr. Madan Kumar and Dr. Indra Kumar, Organizing Chair and Co-Chair of Swaac Elso Esoi 2026. Thank you everyone. As part of our tribute, we are offering a gift of love from the ECMO family to Elso. We request that Christine Stead, Peter Reichers and Dr. Huda Al-Fautri unveil our gift. We also request our chief guest, Dr. Aravindan and Dr. Peter Alexander to perform the garlanding.
Dr. Dipanjan, Dr. Madan Kumar, esteemed faculty, distinguished delegates, and dear friends from around the world, a warm welcome, salam alaikum, hello, and a heartfelt welcome to of saving lives through ECMO. We are truly privileged to host such distinguished clinicians, innovators, educators, and pioneers who tirelessly push the boundaries of critical care. Standing before you as organizing co-chair alongside Dr. Madan, I am honored to witness this remarkable gathering of expert orders. And compassion knows special, not because it just carries the Swaac Elso name, but because it signifies progress, purpose, and possibility. It is a reminder of how far ECMO has come and how much further it needs to go. We stand today on the shoulders of giants, and among them, Dr. Robert Bartlett stands tallest. Though he is no longer physically with us, his spirit lives on in every primed circuit, every life supported, and every clinician inspired. His vision was bigger than machines, sustain and outshine, embodies the spirit of Elso. We are also witnessing an ECMO revolution in India, an ECMO boom globally. We proudly present in this conference 130 global abstracts, cutting-edge science and real-world innovation united by one goal, saving lives. From the 14 teams in the high-octane ECPR Premier League and the electrifying 23 teams of the Games of Thrones quiz to hands-on high-impact workshop, the energy has been exceptional. The ECMO Lounge will showcase the grand finale of the ECPR Premier League. The Innovation Wards celebrate bold ideas born from necessity. This evening at 6 p.m.
Organizing committee, Dr. Madan Kumar, Dr. Indira, for putting up such an amazing work for today and the last few days as well in the workshops. It gives me great pleasure to be standing here in front of this great crowd, and it's so thrilling for me to see people coming from different parts of the world. I can see people from Saudi Arabia, from Lebanon, from Sri Lanka, from Kuwait, as well as obviously all the crowds from India. I can also see people from outside Swaac Elso. There's people from Japan, there's people from the US, from the UK, even from Russia. I mean, this is a global organization and this is a global meeting, and it's so pleasing to see you all here. And in the same time, I'd really like to thank
paying my homage to Dr. Bartlett. We are here because you believed it is possible, so that we can enrich ourselves and also we make a lot of friends. So we see many new faces and also quite a few familiar faces whom we await every year. Thank you, the organizing committee. You have done a wonderful job. It's the highest participation till now in Swaac, and we are very, very proud of this. Thank you very much. And ECMO Society of India is carrying forward the legacy of training, education, and also cooperation. Every year, we are having almost 200 students coming for fellowships, almost 300 trainees coming for training courses, and that is really wonderful. I really want to thank the ECMO Society of India and its bearers, office bearers, and some people who have been working behind the scenes to make it possible. Thank you very much. And in the years to come,
Absolutely commendable.
Sir, turn. Come closer. Yeah, ready, sir. Turn, sir. ready.
Together, they epitomize ECMO in India, Society of India.
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Venkat Goyal, current he runs a mobile ECMO unit and also provides low-cost ECMO in his own center. He has also been an active part of the Make in India program of ESOI and partnered with RBCC Mumbai and has helped develop the prototype ECMO console and the oxygenator. Next comes Dr. Rakesh Venturumuli, has been a pioneer in the Make in India program for ECMO-centric components and has taken it as an entrepreneurial venture along with the critical care and ECMO services. And next comes Dr. Ramesh Vardarajan, who has been actively involved in ESOI training courses and contributes significantly to research and ECMO training in India. And has performed 200 ECMOs in 5 years. Please give a big round of applause to all the three of them. With this token of our appreciation, we once again thank you all for your valuable contribution. Now, as we move forward, journals are where curiosity meets credibility and research finds its voice. It is with immense pride that we release the special issue of the journal, which will publish all the abstracts of this conference. The early abstracts in the International ASAIO and the subsequent ones in the Indian Journal of ECMO. May I invite Dr. Tala, Dr. Vivek Gupta and Dr. Gulilong to release the ASAIO journal and Dr. Vinod Singh and Dr. Sunil Kubuni, the journal editors, to grace the stage for the release of IG ECMO issue. Dr. Tala.
Sir, look here, sir. Yeah.
ஒன்று வந்து 500 வச்சது, ஒன்று வந்து பிளாஸ்க் கப்பு நேற்று முந்தா நேற்று இல்லை முந்தா நேற்று ஃப்ரைடே
Dr. Vinod Singh.
வெள்ளிக்கிழமை
I think he's not here.
முந்தான சூரியன் சாப்பிட்றது இருந்தது.
Dr. Saurav.
Sir, sir. Good, sir. Yes, sir, ready?
We wish We wish the book every success.
Sir, conclusion. Ma'am? Yeah, look here. Ready, sir. Thank you.
More leaders and all the delegates, a very warm welcome to Chennai. Vanakkam. It's a matter of great privilege and honor for me to stand in front of you and talk to all the eminent cardiologists, pulmonologists, critical care physicians of the world. Particularly coming from me, a simple orthopedic surgeon who took orthopedics because who couldn't interpret an ECG. So I'm truly humble and it's truly remarkable. From a last-ditch rescue modality to become a part of any standard modern critical care setup is truly remarkable. It's not because of just the technology alone. How the people and the teams, the ecosystem has evolved thanks to the pioneers. I can completely understand the journey of the innovators who first initiated, and then in particularly when in India, when it was started, how do we convince the people and how do we convince the patients and the hospital CEOs to get the ECMO system going on. So full credit to all the innovators, and the ECMO is still evolving. 6 locations. Most of the hospitals of our size, normally they start from the metro cities, then go to the tier 2, tier 3. But we started the other way. So that gave us an idea, how do we give cost-effective healthcare? And with that in mind, I'm very happy that with the team we have, we are providing one of the cost-effective ECMO program in the country. But there's still a long way to go. And Chennai, as Dr. Indira Jayakumar was telling, Chennai is the healthcare capital of India. And if there has to be anything which is developed for the developing countries, it has to come from Chennai. And I personally witnessed a few instances where the young people are put on ECMO. It's really under very stressful circumstances for the family, the teamwork, the science under uncertainty, and the hope under pressure, and the teamwork under constraints. So it's a resource limited, when a resource limited facility, how do we deliver the care? At the same time, keep on addressing the hope of the patient attenders. That has been a big challenge. And one of the recent lectures in a leading world's business school to the international leaders and business leaders, there was a session on the teamwork. And in that, the quoted example was how ECMO equipped the critical care unit functions as a team. There are 3 shifts of people coming and going, and then the expertise all the time around the surprises, emergencies. In spite of that, with the single objective of getting the patient alive. That was the objective. So that was quoted as the teamwork example, a modern critical care equipped with ECMO work. As the ECMO evolves, not only the patient has to survive, we have to make them how well they become with reducing the complications and all. And I know since it is a very, very complex, intensive conferences like this, the international faculty, with the workshop, we all will learn from each other. And I mean, we are fortunate in Kaveri to have a fantastic team led by Dr. Madan, Dr. Sundar, Dr. Paul Ramesh, Dr. Selvi, and everyone. And I congratulate Dr. Madan Kumar and Dr. Indira having organized a fantastic conference, and let us keep learning. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I was hiding. Sir, look here, sir. Yes. Yeah, ready? Thank you.
Welcome you all. First of all, I'd like to thank Dr. Robert Bartlett, without whom we would not be standing here today. And his vision and pioneering work are the very reason for the existence of this entire ECMO family. Let me share how our organizational journey started. In 2003, during our Swaac Elso conference in Ludhiana, I was happily enjoying the famous Ludhiana lassi and paneer. My stomach was full and my mind was very relaxed and a little bit drowsy also. At that perfect moment, Dr. Indra asked, shall we conduct Swaac Elso 2026? I don't know, I think because of the lassi effect, I nodded like a cow. And apparently signaling the very enthusiastic yes. And that's how I unknowingly became the organizer. Thank you, Dr. Indra, for the strategic timing. Thanks to Sunil Puboni sir and Pranay Oza sir, who requested us to strongly take up the job. It will be beneficial for our people interested in ECMO, and they will get an opportunity to participate in the international con. Now, your responsibility is our responsibility. And that one line gave me a lot of boost, and then a heartfelt thanks to them. We are very honored to have Dr. Arvindan Selvaraj, a co-founder and executive director of our Kaveri Hospital, as our chief guest. He is a visionary leader who has given a world-class platform to practice ECMO at international standards. Our Swaac Elso President, Dr. Huda, and Elso President, Dr. Daniel Brody, have been the pillars of support throughout our planning. Christine and Peter have always guided us in each and every step. Christine even went a step further and shared the photographs of Dr. Bartlett, which helped us to create this beautiful statue and this photo booth near the entrance. Thank you for that. We warmly welcome Keki Shishimu, Vice President of Elso as well. ESOI, under the leadership of Pranay Oza sir, has made our lives incredibly easy. His expertise in workshops, ECPR Premier Leagues, and this constant guidance have been the rocks of support for us throughout our journey. My sincere thanks to Dr. K. Ramanathan, Dr. Nicholas Anthony Graham Barrett, and also Sunil Puboni sir for their valuable international level guidance, which made us to organize this conference well. A big appreciation to our scientific committee, organizing committee, and the abstract committee for their effort, especially Dr. Vivek Gupta, Dr. Tala, and Dr. Gulab. And to the quiz team, Dr. Saurabh, Dr. Niranjan, and Dr. Karthik Narayanan for their tireless and successful efforts. A special mention to Dr. Sonal for her enthusiasm in developing the website and the social media outreach. And to Dr. Mani and Dr. Monisha for their acceptance to coordinate our scientific program. Big thanks to our team members, Dr. Paul Ramesh, Dr. Sundar, Dr. Selvi, and Dr. Sneeva.